is such a wonderful thing to be consistently in that receptive mode, because once you're in that receptive mode, what happens is you're getting all these impulses and inspirations that you're consciously aware of what your vibrational stance was that accomplished them, and then that's that true mastery. And then you're not afraid of the world anymore. Then you're not afraid to ask. Then you don't think that there is any risk. Sometimes we would say to people, or they would say to us, Abraham, I think I've got this down, and I've been practicing it, and I'm doing really good, and my life is working really well for me. But those people at work are so negative. And what they're saying is, and I'm worried that I will, as you said, maybe take a step back, that I won't be able to hold my connection if I live in the real world. So step 5 is understanding that the real world is okay, that the contrast is always serving you. It's sort of like where you started in the beginning, because you may have heard us say this. It might be on your paper.
Probably is.
That you don't have to know anything about the law of attraction. You don't have to know anything about the laws of the universe. You could just be in this world being exposed to contrast, and you would naturally be giving birth to desires. Everyone is doing it. You cannot stop doing that. So you don't even have to know about step 1 in order to be fulfilling it fantastically. Step 2 has never been your job. That's source and the vortex and law of attraction. That's where your desires get all shored up. Things like them are drawn to them. They become big. They include everything that you've ever wanted. They become bigger than you could even consciously acknowledge. And then step 3 is, because you are on the beach, because you are chilled out, because you have let go, because you're not worrying about this or that or this or that, because you are in the receptive mode, and often accidentally, because you didn't do it on purpose. You just followed your natural instinct to want to feel good, and it feels good to feel good, and it feels good to go to the beach, and it feels good to be in the sand, and it feels good. So you don't have to know any of that either. Step 1, step 2, step 3 all happened without you even knowing about it. But now where the mastery comes in is where you are starting to put 2 and 2 together. You're starting to notice the relationship between how you felt and what is turning out. You're starting to notice that there is a vibrational thing that's going on that you can feel even before manifestation. Mastery of creation means you got to know what's going on before there's a manifestation that tells the tale of what's going on. So the true mastery is understanding what your emotions mean. Understanding that the better you feel, the more in the receptive mode you are, and the more broader view that you have. And then step 5 is relaxing into the absolute understanding that it is right for you to have been born into a world of contrast. So many people, there have been hundreds of them that have sat in this chair before us, and their predominant question that they want to know about is, Abraham, if we were source energy, and if we were living happily ever after, and if we were pure positive energy, why would we ever come into a situation where contrast is thwarting us in the way that it is? And that's the part that step 5 really answers. You got to fall in love with step 1. You got to love yourself so much. You've got to feel your worthiness regardless of what's going on. You've got to not be so quick to judge yourself unworthy because of this consequence or this thing that is unfolding right now. That mastery of understanding. And of course, none of it can be mastered until you understand that there are 2 perspectives that are playing against one another. You got to understand that there is a vibrational you that is offering a powerful signal that law of attraction has been responding to for a very long time. And understanding the power of that vortex then puts you in the position of not ever having to fear where you are, because the power of the vortex will always call you. It will always prevail. You will always fulfill your life's purpose. Even if you come into this body and live in misery and croak, once you reemerge into non-physical, you will understand you lived your life's purpose. Because you experienced and you ask, and now you are receiving. We just want you to be in the receiving mode. We want you to experience the conscious awareness of what's unfolding while you're still here in this physical body.